Harris, where the hell are you?
No, I have to tell you, Matt, I hope that when Marshal Harris shows up, he refuses to go along with his plan.
What kind of attitude is that? I put a lot of thought into this. It's a good plan of attack.
How can you be so cool and collected when you're considering using yourself as a lure to catch a murderer?
I don't think you should be here, Grace. I think you should get that truck Mike gave us and drive out of Port Charles until this is all over.
Nice try. I am not leaving you.
God, never knew you had such a streak of stubbornness.
And I never knew you had such a death wish. Just, please, reconsider. This whole plan is hopelessly complicated.
Are you kidding? The simplicity of this plan is going to work to our advantage. All I intend to do is convince Bobby that I want to see him.
And how are you going to do that?
Tell him I'm tired of running, that I'm willing to do anything to save my life. He won't believe me, but he'll show up because he wants me that bad. Hell, he might believe me. He already thinks I'm a coward.
Okay, then he shows up. And then what?
Then Marshal Harris and company arrest him.
You're forgetting the part where Bobby wants to kill you. What if something goes wrong?
Marshals and I are not going to let that happen.
Like they did in Philadelphia? Look, I'm not trying to be pessimistic here. I just wish you would reconsider and go back into hiding.
It's too late for that.
It's not too late as long as you're alive.
If I go back in the witness protection program, I have to give up everything. I can't practice medicine anymore because they already found out I'm a doctor. And I'm sorry, but a surgeon in a wheelchair, it's too conspicuous. Grace, I am not a murderer. And I am sick of hiding. I won't do it anymore.
You know, I always knew that you were brave, fighting for your rights at the hospital. I never knew how brave until now.
I'm not trying to play the hero, Grace. I really believe that this plan will work.
You left out one thing.
What's that?
Bobby will come after you. I just hope you can stop him.
I'm not going to be alone, Grace. Harris will back me up.
Well, Marshal Harris, Matt Harmon ain't the only one who can change his identity.
The suit stems from claims that Orient De-Stress, a Jack's product, caused hundreds of people to suffer severe intestinal discomfort. Jack's CEO, Mrs. Rex Stanton, refused comment on her company's escalating prices. Oh, good grief.
Oh, come on, Lucy. Selling newspapers, smut sells.
But they called me Mrs. Rex Stanton. I don't like my name to be called Mrs. Rex Stanton in the newspaper. I mean, who would really marry that guy? Think about it. He's a freak of nature, and he's a thieving freak of nature. He stole all my money.
Well, you know, he just knew where to hit you where it hurts.
Okay, well, how soon can you get me out of this horrible marriage?
Well, it shouldn't take too long at all. You know, I mean, since you haven't consummated the marriage. Right?
Oh, of course I haven't. Well, you know that. Come here. Serena hasn't been allowed to see any of these newspapers, has she?
No, I don't want her thinking about Rex another minute of her life.
Well, you know, I do have one small little reminder of Rex that I do truly love. This I don't mind having at all. Remember this? That great, big, beautiful emerald ring. You know what? I can keep this. Right? I mean, even when you dissolve our marriage and everything, I can hold on to this. Okay, well, too bad, because I'm keeping it. Rex will just have to pry it off my cold, dead hand if he wants it.
Well, you know, of course, you can keep anything as long as you stay Mrs. Rex Stanton.
Oh, Parrish, that's... What? You are brilliant. You are absolutely brilliant!
What the hell do you think you're doing with that in this house?
It's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend.
What kind of idiot do you think I am?
Don't ask questions you don't want answered.
I am sick of your smart
I am
mouth.
sick of everything about you. Is your own life so pathetic that you have nothing else better to do than spy on a teenager? I'm warning you. Stay away from me and keep your big fat nose out of my personal affairs. You know, I can do whatever the hell I want.
Not in this house.
What in the hell is going on?
I walked in here and found Lark taking out a bag of joints from her hiding place.
Is that true? Give it to me.
Don't mind.
I don't care.
Frank, please don't be mad at me. I'm not trying to screw up. It just keeps happening and I can't seem to stop. I know you're disappointed, but I'll make it up to you. I promise. I'll do whatever you say. Just please, don't hate me.
I can't just ignore this. Drugs not only can ruin your life, they can end it. Do you have anything else?
No, just the pot.
Go to school. We'll talk about this tonight.
It is one performance after another. I feel like I'm living with Meryl Streep, only without the accents.
I didn't think she could top dropping her towel. Or did I underestimate her?
We can't handle her here. Lark needs professional care.
She is a manipulator and she is wild. I don't think that calls for us to institutionalize her.
I'm not talking about a mental hospital, although I'm not so sure that's not required. What I mean is, Lark needs more structure and discipline than we can give her here.
I know Lark needs those things, but let's remember where she is coming from. She was living with a mother who physically attacked her. Lark had to learn how to manipulate.
You know, I am developing more and more sympathy for the mother.
I am not disagreeing with you. I just don't think it's as simple as sending her back to the juvenile center. I knew this job wouldn't be easy when I agreed to do it.
Well, I didn't know it would be like this. I've had it.
Hey, look what I found in the warehouse.
Hey, what is that?
Well, we have got canned corn, and we have got olives, roasted peppers, and my personal favorite, fruit cocktail.
Well, that's a power breakfast if I've ever seen one.
Oh, I almost forgot. I better call into work.
Oh, yeah. Please excuse Grace from phys ed as she is presently hiding out from a dangerous killer.
This is Dr. Ellen Burgess. I'm not in my office, so please leave a message.
Ellen, this is Grace. Could you please tell Audrey that I won't be able to make it into work today? I would have called her myself, but something has come up. I'm with our friend, and we're solving his problem. Thanks. Now, if I could just get you to hold this.
Yeah. You know, for someone who's so convinced I'm arranging my own death, you're certainly going to a lot of trouble.
Well, there's no reason that we can't make the best of a situation now.
Well, I've never had a more bizarre invitation.
What do you think?
Oh, Lucy, you're up to something that you shouldn't be up to. Now, where's Kevin?
Oh, he's just visiting Victor.
How convenient.
What? I have just come up with a way to get back at Rex. Kevin will approve.
You say so.
Besides, you know what I do is if Kevin gets a little bit mad at me, then I just tell him it was all your idea that I stay married to Rex.
Well, fine. If you take him to the cleaners, I'm fine with that.
Good. That's what I plan to do because, right, I am Mrs. Rex Stanton. As long as we stay married, I'm entitled to all monies, and I can use them, right? So, what are we going to get to first? Clean out his stocks and bonds? Maybe go to his safe deposit box, see what's in there, or maybe the bank accounts. We could clean those out. There's just so many delicious possibilities. I don't know where we should start.
Think big.
Absolutely.
Go for the throat.
I know exactly where to cut Rex to draw the most blood. Chop, chop, gentlemen. Get that table out of... Oh, and it's expensive, so be careful. You know, if you damage it, you are going to buy it. Go, go. Be careful. Watch those corners. Oh, Rex. Hi. Good afternoon. Listen, you caught me a little busy here. I have so very much to do. Guys, come on in here. Let's get this coffee table out to the truck. And listen, it's mahogany, so you have to be very, very careful, okay? Up and go. Mahogany. Remember, Rex? Serena loved that mahogany pepper shaker. Good job, men. Now, You see, because I have run into a bit of financial difficulty, which I'm sure you're slightly aware of, I'm going to need some money quick. So I decided to put all your little treasures up on the auction block. What do you know?
Okay, here, get me.
Go.
Hiya, Rex. I'm going to be brokering the deal here, and I'm going to get a pretty hefty fee. How you doing? Have you met Big Louie yet? I know he's there, 'cause I put him there. How's the food? You get enough pepper?
Good, nice touch the pepper. Okay, my turn, I'm up. Oh, Rex, me again. Listen, this Tiffany lamp, I know you love it so, but it's got to go. You can't get attached to things. It's really bad karma. Could you take this way, please? Thank you. Oh, be careful, remember. Oh, no, you know what's going now? Your beautiful, expensive Chinese screen. You remember you got it at the auction for Song and loved it, but it's going. It's gone.
Don't worry, Rex. We'll get twice the money for it and give it to some victims' rights groups to make sure you never see the light of day.
Oh, that's so charitable. And, how could I forget? I have one last thing here, don't I? My emerald ring. You know, I hate to part with it, but I'm sort of involved in this class action suit I'm going to have to pay for, so I need cash quick. So I know we vowed to love each other, richer or poorer. I'm poor, so it's got to go. Ta, jailbird.
I have a last message.
Okay.
Rotten hell, Stanton.
I would love to be there to see Rex's face when he watches this.
Two of us.
Do you know, it will just kill him to know that we're selling off all his stuff.
Well, you'll get a nice price for that rock.
Are you crazy? I am not about to sell this. I'm hanging on to this baby. This is the biggest emerald I've ever seen in my life. Of course, I'm not going to tell Rex that. That loser is going to be really sorry he ever tangled with me.
Someone's in a good mood.
Yep. I don't mean to brag, but Jake and I are awesome. The research we're doing is nothing short of breathtaking.
So when do I get to take a look?
Anytime you want, come by. We're there practically every waking, non-working moment of the day.
And non-waking moments, from what I gather. I heard you guys pulled an all-nighter.
I'm running on adrenaline and caffeine right now, but it's worth it. We're about to hit something really big.
Did you have a breakthrough last night?
Work is going great, but actually I had a breakthrough of another kind.
Sounds intriguing.
Do you know Keith, the spinal injury patient?
Yeah, he threw his tray at me a couple of days ago when I went in to check him out.
That's the guy. Yeah, he was here last night. He's so determined to walk again. I couldn't help but think, when we were doing our research last night, that this stuff could really change his life. You know? It's like I have to do this work. I'm meant to do it.
I admire you. It takes a lot of guts to dig into something like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how you feel about your work, too. You got into medicine to help people.
Let's just say I'm beginning to realize the limits of my generosity.
Sounds like intern fatigue to me.
Actually, the hospital's the only place I have any peace these days.
That's a kind of scary thought. What's going on at home?
Lark is impossible. She dropped her towel in front of Frank. And this morning I caught her with marijuana.
Whoa. What do you think is going on that make her behave that way?
I have no idea. At this point, I'm not at all interested in her explanations. Frank, on the other hand, buys everything she says. He claims he doesn't, but you know Frank. He wants to believe the best about everyone.
Just sounds like he's taking his commitment to Lark very seriously.
You know, I'm not a selfish person. Or at least I try very hard not to be. But I'm also not stupid. I know that Lark is trying to come between Frank and me. And Frank just keeps talking about what a mixed-up kid she is.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but speaking as someone who came from a background that was about as mixed up as Lark's, I just urge you not to give up on her. She's going through a really critical period in her life.
Have you been talking to Frank?
Go easy on Frank, okay? You know his loyalty is what attracted you in the first place. You love that he doesn't give up.
Yeah, but this time, He's fighting a losing battle. Lark needs help Frank can't give her. And I just want a normal life again. I want Lark out of the house.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Thank God we bailed. Algebra sucks. Big time.
Yeah, thank God. So, we're alone.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say we pick up where we were before good old Frank interrupted us the other day?
That isn't why I invited you back here.
Sure, babe. Let's go to your room.
Let's not.
You were the one who jumped my bones.
That was then, this is now, and now isn't gonna happen.
What is your problem?
My problem is the witch who lives downstairs with me. She's always on my back. You need to take responsibility for your own actions. I swear, she has a repeat button. She keeps saying the same thing over and over.
And my dad's new girlfriend, same way. Why can't people just relax and enjoy themselves? You know? Speaking of,
X, this day is finally starting to show some possibility. Step into my smoking room.
He's probably just arranging some backup.
You're good at this. Must be all that cops and robber stuff you did as a kid, huh?
I'm not proud of my past.
Oh, I would never throw somebody's past in their face. I just meant playing shoot 'em up as a kid, you know?
I was kind of a homebody when I was a kid. I didn't really venture out into the world until I got older.
I was a homebody, too. We just kind of went wherever my dad could find a job. What about your family? Are they still alive? Did they move with you when you went into the witness protection program?
I can't go into detail about my past life or the people that I knew.
So it stays locked inside you. Isn't that lonely?
Discussing my past would endanger the lives of people that I care about. I protect them by keeping quiet.
Mrs. Rex Stanton certainly loves those community property laws.
Well, you know, with all the money Rex has, did you ever wonder why Rex came after Serena's money when he had so much of his own?
No, I didn't wonder. It's because he's just a greedy glutton. Actually, I think it has a lot to do with the fact he really believes he deserves Serena's inheritance.
Well, we'll have to find out where he hid all of his money.
I betcha it's in a coffin compartment in the basement.
Yeah. I think he's probably got it in some kind of Swiss account.
Do you think there's some sort of way we could find out?
Well, maybe. I've got some of my people looking into it.
That's fantastic. Oh, Charlie, you're just so smart. You don't anticipate any hassles, though, do you?
No, as long as you're Mrs. Rex Stanton, you are entitled to all of his assets and all of his everything.
Well, then forget the annulment, counselor. I intend to stay Mrs. Rex Stanton.
Anyone want to tell me what's going on?
what's going on here?
Do you live here, sir?
Yeah, this is my home.
What's your relationship to these two?
I am her foster guardian. What's this about, Lark? Are you okay?
Julie narked on me.
Your next-door neighbor, Mrs. Edna Pruitt, saw them smoking a joint on the back porch and called the police.
Whatever.
Well, I guess there is nothing else to say. Take him away. My old man is going to kill me.
Let's go on a field trip.
Frank!
Sunday, he's on the run, and the only place to hide is in a dress. It's Mr. Headmistress on The Wonderful World of Disney, ABC Sunday. Find out why everybody's watching All My Children today.